Hey, John, you here, man? It's time to do the speed episode on A Real Pain. You know, the movie podcast where two generations clash it out to decide whether or not their movies deserve to be considered a classic or not. And I'm the Gen Z and you're the Millennial. You know, that one?
Matthew, I'm glad to see you unexploded.
I'm back.
Friend.
He's back.
All right, you guys got to let us know. What do you think of the intros? Should we keep doing them?
Are they fun? Are they worth the 2 hours of extra editing time?
What movie? What movie, guys, should we recreate? What movie have we already reviewed that we need to reenact a scene from? Let us know in the comments. All right.
Well, just not gonna say anything. Just point down.
Just point down. So everybody listening is like, "Oh, cool, dead air."
Yeah, this is an amazing podcast. 5 stars.
Love the silences.
They're like, actually, this gives me a nice little breather. You know, take all the information in.
Yeah, just calm. Just come down from the high of thinking that Matthew might have died for real. Just for context. The reason that, first of all, shout out to James, the plumber, for the idea.
James, the plumber.
He called me right after Diary of a Wimpy Kid intro, and he was like, if you don't do intros like this,
might as well end the pod now.
In the pod. But I had you have speaking lines for the people who are listening.
You gotta remember the people listening; they count too.
But for context, yeah, we're gonna start doing a little bit more visual components in the beginning. So
yeah.
All right. Well, today we're talking my pick, the movie Speed, starring Keanu Reeves.
Whoa,
and Sandra Bullock.
No,
What?
It said Sandra.
What is it?
Sandra.
Is it Sandra? Tabby?
It's Sandra Bullock.
Potato.
Okay.
You're going to get destroyed, John.
Am I?
Yeah. Just trust me.
Leave it. If you cut it, I'm going to be so mad.
All right.
We need the clicks, dude. Anything for the clicks. Do you say buffet or buffet?
My grandma unironically says buffet, and it drives my parents nuts.
I say buffet.
Me too.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
You guys are crazy.
Or are we American?
I don't know about that one.
This is where you cue the eagle sound. All right. So is you just Sandra?
Yep, it's just Sandra.
Sandra Bullock.
Mm-hmm.
Apologize for the people listening that are just up in arms. Delete the 1-star review. I promise I'm going to make it up to you. And Dennis Hopper is the bad guy. He plays the bad guy. Question for the group. So you guys grew up on DVDs, correct?
Yeah. VHS was phasing out in my childhood.
Did you ever see those promos that they would play at the beginning of every VHS, every DVD? And it was clips from all these, all the hits that a studio would put out.
Yep.
And Dennis Hopper, he had a quote in there that they played religiously, which was the ha ha.
Do you know what else Dennis Hopper's in? Because he looked familiar, but I didn't know who he was.
Yeah, he's been in a couple things. Honestly, this is just going to show you how much of a millennial I am. I know that he's been in great stuff. The only thing that immediately comes to mind is the Super Mario Brothers movie.
Oh, from the 80s?
He plays the main, I think he plays the human Koopa Troopa.
Interesting. With the spiky hair.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
So that's the only thing I remember him from. And that is going to be on the list.
I am so scared.
You should be.
I know it's not good.
But the thing is the last time I saw it would have been 30 years ago.
Wow.
So I think that it's good.
Oh, really?
I remember it being good. I remember going to my grandparents' house for Christmas, and they still had like a Blockbuster. So I grew up in a small town.
Mm-hmm.
My grandparents lived in Phoenix, Arizona, big city,
Oh yeah, huge.
a huge city. And they, we would go to Blockbuster, and Blockbuster would blow my mind.
That's so fun.
And so one of the movies that like we rented a lot was Super Mario Brothers.
Yeah, you're gonna be in a world of hurt when you
I
watch
know.
that movie.
I'm gonna like my initial rating is probably gonna be a 9,
yeah.
and it'll be like a 2.5. It'll be the steepest
Your
drop.
childhood movie. Yeah.
Justice for the Super Mario Brothers movie.
I don't know about that.
They
Anyways,
walked so other video game movies could run.
yeah, like Mortal Kombat.
Tabby's favorite movie. You gave that, what, remind me, 11 out of 10? Is what?
Correct.
Yep.
Yeah.
I knew it. All right, back to Speed. The
Yeah, you were mentioning Keanu Reeves and Sandra Bullock. There's some other dogs in this movie. This is kind of a stacked cast. You got Jeff Daniels. You got Alan Ruck.
Yeah. Alan Ruck. So I know who that guy is, but it's unfortunate that I didn't remember his name.
I haven't seen him in a ton of stuff, but whenever I do like see him in a movie, he just has that face where it's like, yeah, that's my guy. That's Alan Ruck. That's my buddy.
And he kind of plays a little bit of a jerk in this movie, but then at the end, like the last scene he's in, I'm like, oh, everybody really does like each other. I mean, they did just go through like one of the most dramatic things a person could go
They're
through.
trauma bonded for sure.
Yeah. But he did a great job. So, and Joe Morton, who played the captain, great captain casting. By the
He
way.
was really good. I didn't recognize him either, but I thought he did a great job.
Okay, well, you will, because
Okay.
he's in Terminator 2.
Wow.
You know, the Diary of a Wimpy Kid 2.
Oh, I know very well.
Yeah, last episode, Matthew made a...
I think I made a pretty fair comparison.
Yeah, the Diary of the Wimpy Kid 2 is
Similar to T2.
in the fact that it's better.
Yeah, than the first movie.
I was shocked, but seeing all of the buzz online about how you're right, I'll give it to you.
Coming through.
To quote Michael Scott, it takes a big man to admit that he was wrong. And today I am that big man.
Today I'm that big man.
So the movie premise is really simple. Dennis Hopper plays Howard Payne, and he is a retired bomb diffuser who basically he has a deformed hand. I'm assuming that he got that in the line of duty.
Yeah, I'm assuming it's
And then
because
they
it got
just-
blown off somehow.
Yeah, so then they just kind of dismiss him, and so he's looking for his retirement nest egg,
Mm-hmm.
I believe is the term, and so he's just blowing stuff up, trying to get that.
Yeah, which is
Trying to
really
get
fun
that
because you
money.
don't find that out till later off in the movie. But I thought it was a pretty good reveal.
Yeah, absolutely. And Keanu Reeves, him and Jeff Daniels, they're partners, and they foil his plans in the beginning, and then he decides to take an alternative route and puts a bomb on a bus, and if it goes over 50, the bomb is triggered. But then if it goes under 50, it blows up.
Mm-hmm.
So, and Sandra
Good job.
is just an innocent bystander who ends up falling for Jack
Deeply
Tratton,
in love. And driving the bus the whole time, too.
Yeah.
That was fun.
which I thought you needed a Class C license.
Not when there's a bomb attached to the bus.
Not with the wildcat behind the wheel.
You don't need a driver's license to drive a bus.
So,
It's a callback to SpongeBob, by the way.
okay, I didn't catch that.
Oh,
So,
man.
here's the problem, honestly, and we're going to take a little detour for a second. Here's the problem. I can quote the movies I grew up on religiously,
Mm-hmm.
and even the movies that you pick that were part of your childhood that I like, I can't remember some of the quotes.
I think that's fair because you've only watched them once.
I know.
You know?
So I just have to binge these movies, apparently.
Just like
Is that
anytime-
that's going to be a new staple for the pod going forward?
Yeah,
Is
you
each-
have to watch it at least like 3 times the night before.
Yep.
Woof.
All right. So should we get into our initial ratings before we start talking about least favorite parts?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay. All right. Well, while we're doing our initial ratings, I'd like to invite you to take a moment to subscribe to the pod. We got new episodes every week. Clips are going out every day on social media. And honestly, we are having a blast. We're not here to like trash movies or pick them apart. We are genuinely reviewing movies that each generation loves. So like and subscribe. We'd love to be a part of your Wednesday morning routine.
Invite us into your home.
That was so scary. But
They were like,
in.
everybody had like pressed click, and then they're like, whoa,
Wait
and
a
it's
second.
wait a second.
All right, you good if I do mine
Yeah,
real
go
quick,
for
John? All right, this is mine.
Matthew's initial rating is an 8.
All right, here we go. Bam.
John's initial rating is an 8.5.
I love the sound effects.
If there's not an American Eagle, I'm going to be so.
So mad.
Actually, could we just put that in the project template of every time John does his score
Bam!
reveal, the Eagle?
Yeah. With the one guitar riff.
Yeah. Even though it's not really technically an Eagle sound effect.
Yeah, it's a falcon, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good
you guys
old-
have been lied to.
Good old US of A. You look it up, guys. You've been lied to. All right. So we've kind of gone over a brief overview just to kind of go into a few details just for plot sake, if in case you haven't seen the movie Speed, which you have to.
You just gotta.
Even if you don't like it, it's worth watching once. Like you have to be able to say that you saw one of Keanu Reeves's first like superstar action movie.
Yeah, he had a baby face in this movie. That was
Yeah.
wild.
When did Point Break come out? Can you look that up? I was trying to remember if Point Break, because that's the other one that's definitely on my list. That's him and Patrick Swayze.
Is this pre-Matrix?
This is all pre-Matrix.
1991.
Okay, so Point Break came out
Wow.
before Speed.
Yeah, because this was 94, wasn't it?
Yes.
Yeah. Dang,
Yeah.
even younger?
Yeah.
That's going to be wild.
Yeah. So he also plays a cop in that one. So, but pretty much the movie starts off. There's a hostage situation in an elevator. Jack and Harry, they come in, save the day. They get like an award,
Mm-hmm.
a medal of freedom.
Yeah, I don't even. They got a medal.
I'm
yeah.
like, I mean, I'm glad they saved the day, but like,
You got to give them a pat on the back somehow. You
I
know?
guess that's true. Like, hey, sorry for you. And they're like, no raise, just a pizza party
Yep.
for my.
You get a sweet little medal, but that's about it.
Yeah.
And a bullet in the leg.
And so I would say that this is like, and we're talking about the intro, which I'm gonna guess your favorite scene. Can I
Yeah.
guess that?
Yeah, go
Okay.
ahead.
So I would hope that it's this scene. If it's not, I would settle for top 5.
Okay.
But I think that your favorite scene is when Howard Payne, the terrorist, has Jeff Daniels, and they like minutes prior to that, they had been talking about like scenarios of like, oh, what would you do if this person had a hostage? And Keanu Reeves is kind of a wild card in this movie,
Mhm.
so he's like, shoot the hostage.
I would shoot the hostage.
And so you're like, that's funny.
Mm-hmm.
And then immediately Jeff Daniels is held hostage,
Yeah.
and he just whispers, "Shoot the hostage,"
And
and he does it.
Yep.
Yeah, and I'm like, this is awesome because in no world would like he get away with this.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's just, I also kind of think that sets you up for like the kind of movie it is.
Sure.
Like it's not
Super serious.
It's not super serious. I think our go-to example is like the opening of 10 Things I Hate About You, of how you
Mhm.
kind of just within the first 5 minutes, you like, oh, they're not this isn't going to be like,
It's not realistic.
yeah.
You got to suspend your disbelief a little bit.
So I think that was either your favorite scene or in the top 5. Top 5?
Top 10, maybe? I don't know.
I'm going to need to know a full list of the full list.
Just the itemized list.
Prove it to me.
No, honestly, I think one of my favorite scenes is because once they get started with Jack getting into the bus, like it's pretty nonstop action from that point forward. But I think one of my favorite sequences is when they realize they have to make a pretty sharp turn. And so he's like, all right, everybody, get to the side of the bus. And they make the turn. They're like, oh, are we going to make it? I don't know. That was just such a fun sequence to me.
All right. So, yep, she's
Tabby's shaking her head. Yes, that's a Medal of Honor right there for me.
okay. Medal of Honor. Got it. Yep. Bronze, but it's still Medal of.
It's still metal.
So question, and maybe this will tie into your least favorite scene. I don't know. I jokingly texted last night that if anybody brought up physics on the podcast, they would be immediately fired. Obviously, I'm joking. What was there? So the turning scene, I'm like, they would have gone under 50.
Think so? I mean, she was flooring it.
That's true. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. It was a thought. I never really had thought about it. Like, because the last time I watched it was a long time ago. I grew up on this movie. So I never questioned anything.
Yeah.
So there was just a lot of times where I'm like, because even in my car, getting off an interchange at 50 miles per hour sometimes is like, this thing's going to flip.
Yeah.
So I just didn't, I didn't know.
I wonder if there's like a Mythbusters episode about this. That'd be so fun.
Ooh, that I'm sure somebody's done something.
Somebody has to have figured this out already. But no, I didn't really have a problem with that.
Okay.
Obviously, because it was my favorite scene.
Okay.
So
Okay, all right. That's fair. All right, do you want to guess my favorite scene?
I think your favorite scene, just because honestly, I really wanted to know how they shot this. But I think your favorite scene is when they go over the 50-foot gap in the highway.
So I like it. It's not my favorite scene.
Okay.
That part was. How did you feel about that part?
Thought it was fun.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I had a fun time with that scene.
See, this is my problem. And I'm like, because I'm watching this movie like, okay, if I'm watching this for the first time, this movie is 30 plus years old. No, it's just, is this the 30th anniversary?
90 past. Yeah, it's past.
Oh, it's 2025.
Mhm.
Guys, I'm not smart.
It's 26.
Uh-oh. See, this is what
He's
happens.
getting old.
This is what happens when you have a baby. Because he was born in 2024. So
Mhm.
I'm just stuck in 2024. So there you have it. 32
There you have
years.
Wow.
32-year anniversary. So now that I'm watching it and I know that other people are watching it for the first time, I'm like, oh, they're going to have a problem with that. Because the only justification of that scene is like, whoa, it's on an on-ramp, so maybe it's inclined or like whatever he said.
Oh, sure.
So I'm like, oh, that's what they're going with. And to me, it's okay.
Yeah.
But
I think that the fact that it was this type of movie where it was like not super serious, fun action.
Okay.
I didn't have a
forgive
problem
it.
with it because it didn't take itself too seriously, which I
Okay.
appreciated. I feel like some movies in the 90s, which we've reviewed, take themselves super
Yeah.
seriously, but then
Yeah.
have like goofy stuff like that. And it's like, doesn't
Choose-
really match the tone.
Yeah, choose a lane.
Yeah, choose a
Yeah.
lane, literally.
Yep. Okay. Yeah. All right. Well, that's not my favorite scene. It's close because and I would highly recommend if you like the movie Speed to go look at the behind the scenes. But especially the subway scene at the end when the subway goes off the rails.
Mm-hmm.
Like that looked pretty good, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, those are all models.
That totally makes sense. And I was wondering that. There's the one shot right before it like emerges from underground.
Yeah.
I was like, did they do this with little like micro models? That
Go
totally
look at
makes
the
sense.
behind the scenes for the movie Speed. It's awesome.
It's worth it.
Yeah, and I wish more people would do practical sets. Like I don't know how much it costs to CGI a scene. I don't. So I have no context.
Mm-hmm.
But I would imagine building models can't be.
Has to be somewhat comparable.
I would think so.
Because you have to hire a lot of people to do CGI.
Yeah, and you have to hire a decent amount of people to do these sets, but I don't know. Maybe the CGI is more of a guarantee. Like maybe with the sets it's not guaranteed you're going to get it first shot.
Sure.
So
But it makes it look way more grounded in reality, which it looked really good, I thought.
So my favorite scene is when they're on the train and the two guys are fighting.
Really?
And I'll get into why.
Okay.
And they're wrestling, and then because there's always this thing of like the main bad guy's like basically the whole movie like, I'm just smarter than you.
Mm-hmm.
And then Jack lifts him up, and his head gets taken off by this,
Which that was wild.
the stoplight, because they show a lot of that.
Yeah, way more than I was expecting.
And Keanu Reeves goes like, yeah, but I'm
taller.
So here's why it's my favorite scene on this rewatch. So I think it would have been the bus jump had you asked me pre-rewatch.
Sure.
This is why it's my favorite scene on the rewatch. Watching it as a kid, I didn't get that. I thought he was just saying like, yeah, I'm just taller. I didn't make the connection as a kid that he's taller because the other guy is missing a head.
Oh, I didn't catch that either.
Yeah, see?
I thought he said because I'm taller because he had long enough arms and legs to push him up.
That's what I thought.
Oh.
But
wow.
I think it's because the guy just completely lost his head.
Oh.
Yeah, that
did
flew
not
over
get
my
that.
head. Hey-oh.
That's gonna make a great clip. Thank you. Yeah. Yeah, so that was my favorite scene, only because I too growing up had thought like, oh, it was just like, but it never made sense to me growing up because I'm like, oh, he's taller and maybe, but like, what does that have to do? He's laying down.
Mm-hmm.
So that doesn't matter.
Yeah, I thought it just.
Oh, he lost. Yeah. No.
Yeah.
Yeah. Unless I'm completely off, but
I think you're right.
I have
now you said it makes complete sense.
And I think maybe part of the thing that like throws you off is like he says it so like he's just got that one in the chamber ready to go. So
for sure.
Yeah. Anyways, that was my favorite scene.
Yeah, that was fun. I think another thing that I really appreciate about this movie, and I kind of wish they had more in-person back and forth, but Keanu Reeves and Jeff Daniels, they had some great chemistry.
Absolutely.
It's kind of bummed he got shot in the leg and then was only able to talk with him over the phone throughout the rest of the movie. But especially in the intro sequence, like they had some great back and forth bits.
Absolutely. And then you see Jeff Daniels like drunk. You see him like, I don't know, you just kind of see him at different stages in their life. And it's a fun time.
Yeah, you were mentioning Jeff Daniels kind of overacted in a good way for this movie.
Yeah, I've seen clips online before where he talks about like it wasn't a big role, he took it, and then like he got acting advice from like I can't remember who it was. Hopefully this isn't Tabby's fun facts, maybe not.
No, it's not.
Oh, okay, spoiler. Spoiler. But he basically like I guess him reacting to walking into that house and seeing the light and his facial expressions, like
he looked so devastated.
Yes. And so there's like a great clip, and maybe we can play that since it's an interview, but it's a great clip where he just talks about it.
Yeah, no, he was amazing. This is really gonna hurt you, John, to hear this, but I have only seen Jeff Daniels in Dumb and Dumber 2, the movie that came out in 2015.
You've only seen the sequel.
Well, it's like part 3 too, because there's Dumb and Dumber, Dumb and Dumber.
That doesn't count.
That one doesn't count.
Nope.
Okay, sorry.
It's
Sorry,
not
guys.
canon. That's Universal Studios. That's not part of the Marvel universe.
That's Fox.
You're thinking of Fox.
But yeah, that's the only move. So I only ever have seen him in a comedic role. He was really good in this as like a more grounded, serious actor.
Yeah, he mostly takes like serious roles. So to see him in like a buddy cop type situation was really fun.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
That's crazy.
yeah,
Just to me, because I've only seen him in a comedy movie.
yeah. Which is not what he's known for. At some point, we're gonna watch a movie called Arachnophobia,
Okay, that sounds wild.
and I only remember it very briefly because it scared the shit out of me.
Oh, really?
But it's about spiders.
Sure.
Spoiler: arachnophobia.
I would have never guessed.
Yeah. So yeah, he's just been in a ton of good stuff. And you would also like, I know we've talked about this off the pod, but he's also in a show called Newsroom. Aaron Sorkin wrote it.
Sorkin style.
Sorkin style. There's a little backstory on that.
Yeah, we don't need to get into it.
We're giving them a little bit.
Okay,
Well,
a little
quick,
taste.
yeah, the quick story is somebody wanted to be walking in a video that we were filming, and they said, we want to film it Sorkin style.
Sorkin style. Yeah.
Like, what does that mean? And they're like, have you ever watched The West Wing? Yes. Well, we want to walk around.
Yeah, that's like peak Sorkin style.
It's okay. We're not in the White House. We're in Iowa. So, anyways, back to the pod.
Yeah.
He's a good time. So we will definitely be hitting some more Jeff Daniels films that are not the only two comedies that he's ever done.
Yeah.
So,
Well, yeah. Speaking of comedic moments, so at one point during the movie, when Jack finds out that there's a bomb on this bus, he has to get onto the highway and try and talk to the bus driver while he's still, going a regular speed on the highway. So he kind of hijacks this one guy's car, and I refer to him as the Toon Man, but he's played by Glenn Plummer. What a fun character.
Yeah.
He is just every comedic bit that he had, I thought landed. The one point where Jack needs to get his phone from him, it's just like he flips his hand up. He's like, take the phone.
It's because he already ripped the car door off at that point.
And then he's also trying to tell Two Man what to tell the bus driver because he's closer to the bus at this point. He's like, and tell him that there's a bomb on the bus. And he repeats it. He's like, there's a bomb. Wait, what?
Yeah.
I don't know. He was a fun time, I
Yeah.
thought.
11 out of 10 for him, for sure.
Mm-hmm. But it's also one of those comedic moments where I feel like sometimes in these action comedies, I mean, not even supposed to be comedies, they're just little comedic bits thrown in an action movie. Sometimes they don't feel like what someone would realistically do in a situation, but him being like, there's a bomb. What? Like that was also realistic too, and I appreciated
Yeah,
that.
because there's layers to what's happening. He's getting his car hijacked.
Mhm.
Then he's like trying to help a bus with a bomb on it.
Yep.
And then he's also got to then drive his car from the passenger seat as this guy jumps off after taking his cell phone. So yeah, this guy's just getting his world rocked.
Yeah, 10 out of 10 side character, I think.
This is completely random, but it relates to this scene. So right after that happens, that car goes into a bunch of barrels of water.
I did not realize that those were filled with water.
It's so funny because every time I see those barrels, I'm like, yeah.
You know what? If I needed to,
Speed taught me a few things.
now I just want to crash into those now.
Yeah. I mean, it seems like a good time.
I think so. Toon Man was fine.
This episode is off the rails and I'm here for it. All right. So should I guess your least favorite scene?
Yeah, I was going to say a lot of the bus sequences halfway through the movie, I had a thought. I was like, this would make such a fun video game where you're a bus driver and you can't go below 50, so you have to figure out the best way to like figure out where to
Was
go.
it a video game?
I don't know.
Can you look it up?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
If it is though, I bet it's super fun.
I'm because the success of this movie was like big time.
It was a big deal.
Yeah, it was a big deal. And everybody would quote it. I mean, obviously, shoot the hostage, pop quiz hot shot.
That makes sense. Yep.
Yeah. So there's some good. Yeah, there's some good
No.
lines. No,
No.
video game.
Guys,
That's
what are
fine.
you waiting for? I will say Sandra Bullock, I don't know how early this was in her career. I thought she was really good as Annie.
Yeah.
Yeah, there is one scene. This is shortly after when the rescue team is trying to get the bus driver off of the bus because earlier in the movie he got shot by one of the passengers. And so he gets off, but then one of the other passengers on the bus really wants to get off, but they're not allowed to because earlier in the movie the bomber also said, if you let anybody else off, like, I will explode the bus. So she freaks out. She's trying to get off. And he had like a mini bomb, I guess, specifically underneath the exit of the bus. That goes off. She just had this really sweet character moment where after she saw the explosion go off, she's explaining this to Jack. She's like, I thought I was gone, but like selfishly, I was so glad I wasn't. And Jack was like, hey, like, it's okay to feel that way because you're not the asshole the bomber is. And she just felt genuinely so distraught. I thought she did really good.
Yeah. The acting is 10 out of 10.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think so.
So, especially if you're if you like Keanu Reeves, I think you have to like him.
I don't know how you can't like Keanu Reeves.
I agree with that. Yeah.
Yeah,
No.
but they have I think they had pretty good chemistry. At the very end of the movie, my wife goes, how do you not get married after this? They have to get married.
That's what's so devastating about the sequel.
I looked at the synopsis. Dude, I don't want to live in a world where they aren't together. That is so
Yes.
sad. She's with a different boyfriend,
I
and
know.
they're already engaged at this point.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna choose
I
to
don't-
not
it's
believe
not
that
canon.
exists. Yeah.
Yeah. Jack and Annie forever. Oh my gosh. Just so you know, anytime we say something at the same time and it's not planned, it terrifies me.
We've worked together too much.
Oh my God. I will say one of my other favorite parts is when Jack is under the bus and Stevens, or the Alan Ruck character,
Mhm.
is on the phone.
Oh
And-
my gosh. Yes, I know
and-
exactly what you're talking about.
And Keanu Reeves is like yelling back to him what to tell Jeff Daniels' character on the phone.
Mm-hmm.
And at one point, Keanu Reeves, and we'll have to bleep it obviously, but he's like, "Oh, fuck."
Yep.
And then
Howard Ruck's character just goes, oh, dang.
oh darn.
Oh, darn. Yeah. It's just the way he says that line, though,
Dude.
was so perfect.
Dude, this movie's just fun.
It's a fun time. I
Especially,
agree.
yeah, just the things that made me smile. The fact that my wife wanted to watch it too was really fun. I mean, she didn't make it the whole way through the movie, but
But she
it
was
was
there.
it was fun.
He didn't go 5 minutes in the movie saying, this is dumb.
Yeah, like
A lot of
a lot of them. A lot of them. She doesn't listen to the pod, so I can say it. I would say another top moment for Keanu is when he gets on the bus and he's like basically explaining that there's a situation and there's a guy on the bus who pulls out a gun and because he thinks that Keanu's there for them. They don't know about the bomb yet.
Mm-hmm.
And Keanu Reeves is like trying to talk him down. And at just one point, he's like, it's cool now. Like,
That's totally
this
gonna
is
work.
awesome. I have to yell that immediately after saying that, because if somebody clips this in a way that makes it seem like
You were making fun of it?
Yeah.
It's not true.
this is so good.
It's so good. Oh man, there is a scene that I wish they would have included in the movie. So it's right before they're about to do the jump over the gap in the speedway, and the rescue team is still driving along besides them. And so they stop, obviously, because they're not going to jump over that. Why would they? So they stop and they're watching them go. I really thought they were all going to like salute them before they did the jump.
That would have been great. This has been a sweet moment. Also, one thing that I was going to point out is because I think we've talked a little bit about it on the pod, especially like in the late 90s, early 2000s, all of the Hans Zimmer music had the dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun.
Yeah.
There's elements of that.
There's elements, and I was humming it last night too.
And so this is fun because I thought we were already going to be in like our least favorite parts by now, but we're still just jamming.
We're still riffing about the good parts.
So the music's really well done. And so I'm like, oh, I wonder if this was like a lot of inspiration from like, because we talked about The Rock. The Rock has that theme for sure.
Yep.
But this is not Hans Zimmer. So I don't know what's going on there. I have done no research. But to me, as like a person that doesn't know much about music, it sounds similar.
It does, for sure.
And oh, thank God you said that. Matthew's our music guy. He did our theme song, so he knows a few things. But one of the things that I thought was really interesting, and I had Tabby look this up before the pod, was, have you seen the first Mission Impossible?
I have not.
So this is going to be on my list soon because the first Mission Impossible came out 2 years after Speed. And I'm not going to say that Mission Impossible copied anything, but I will say that like the whole opening of Speed is in an elevator shaft. They're trying to work out like all of this stuff. And then fast forward, it ends on like a subway train fight, which is essentially like there's way more complexity to the Mission Impossible movie.
Sure.
So I'm not trying to say that but I'm just saying like in a very basic format, it seems like Speed walked maybe so Mission Impossible could run.
It almost makes you wonder how far they were already into production making Mission Impossible when Speed came out.
Yeah.
Because if they were already like, halfway through making this movie, they're like, oh, well, we can't change it now. Or maybe they did copy them. I don't know.
Yeah, because the whole fight scene is like, anyways, again, I'm not saying anything other than as a lover of movies, I did like rewatching Speed. I'm like, oh, there's just certain elements that remind me of Mission Impossible.
Notice some similarities. Yeah, that's fair.
So, anyways, that's my little clickbait.
Another really good line that I liked was at one point, so this is now in the airport. They figured out that they can just kind of go in one big circle with the bus in the airport. So Jack goes underneath the bus trying to figure out how to disarm it. And he eventually gets back onto the bus. And Ortez goes, "Did you have any luck with the bomb?" And Jack just goes, "Yeah, it didn't go off." I thought that was a standout line.
Yeah. I also thought after he accidentally punctures the gas tank and then he comes back up to the bus and Sandra Bullock is basically like, "Oh, did you just think we needed another challenge?"
Yeah, that was good.
So good.
Also got some really weirdly deep philosophy from the bomber towards the end. This one specific line where he goes, "An unexploded bomb is just a gold watch you get at the end of your career." Dude was spitting bars.
It's basically a rap album. Yeah.
I was not expecting that from this movie.
So I think one of the most fascinating things is like when villains in movies say things that are like, "Oh, I understand where you're coming from." Obviously, like watching this movie as a kid, I didn't really care about any of that stuff. But this movie, I'm like, oh, I kind of get it.
Yeah. He gave me sort of a similar arc from the bad guy in The Rock.
Yes.
Except he was just bad the whole way through.
Oh, yeah. I mean, this guy was terrible for sure. But yeah, I see what you're saying.
I could see where they maybe picked up on that.
One last thing. This just made me laugh uncontrollably. But there's like a bigger work blue collar dude on the bus.
Oh, his nickname.
And Keanu Reeves just casually spouts out Gigantor. And then that becomes his nickname.
The whole movie.
And I'm like, I'm here for it. I'm here for it.
Yep.
And here's why. Because I feel like in movies like this where the main character does that, those nicknames don't age well.
But this one was still funny.
Chef's kiss.
You got my seal of approval.
Chef's kiss. I also had just a production question for you guys since we do a lot of video stuff. What did you think about how good the audio sounded when they're on the trailer and the bus and they're yelling at each other?
Good. You mean when they're on?
Yeah, that was probably overdubbed, don't you think?
Yeah, when they're on top of the.
Well, when they first get not to the airport, but they're in that straight where the police officers can actually like get next to them.
Oh, I gotcha.
So to think about screaming at somebody at 50 miles per
Yeah,
hour.
that had to be ADR for sure.
Yeah.
Which, speaking of ADR, there is one scene. There's two that I noticed, but one really stood out where the bomber's on the phone with Keanu Reeves and he says something, but it's not what his lips are saying.
Yeah.
I didn't notice that.
Oh, really? Yeah.
No, I saw it too.
You saw it?
I
Okay.
didn't take a note of it.
I'm just
like,
wondering why they had to do that.
I'm wondering if it was maybe like a test audience thing. Like, because I've heard of things of like them, like people going back and like adding stuff just so it keeps people like remembering like what's going on.
Sure. And I know it's cheaper to just have them do audio lines instead of like a full reshoot. So it's either that or he said something that was not acceptable in today's terms.
Yeah.
I don't know. It kind of took me out just a little bit, but
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's one of those things where like you just I think I've gotten to the point where I just forgive a lot of stuff like that.
yeah, I don't know. It was pretty glaring.
Because like that's like because if I think that way, then it ruins certain movies. And what I mean by that is like when we watch True Lies and that opening sequence and he's running down the hill, it's so obvious the stunt double.
Oh, sure.
And so it's just like you can only do so much in editing, and I don't know. Maybe
I don't
it was
know.
I don't know.
Well,
I'm like,
anyways.
I mean, it took me out for a second, but it wasn't like a deal breaker. Was it a deal breaker?
It took me out. I had to rewind it, and I was like, wait, did he actually say that? All three of us, because I watched it with my sister too.
Well, you never. Wait, we're supposed to watch these movies with audio? I'm just, I was just
like,
been
wait.
reading this whole time.
I've just been reading the subtitles.
Yeah. Okay. Least favorite scene. I honestly don't even know. I don't even know where to begin. Like
Because you have so many you don't like.
No, I just don't. Watching this, like to hear that you liked so much about this movie, honestly, has been a shock to me.
Really?
I wasn't getting great vibes from you guys in the office this
Oh,
morning.
yeah, I did that on purpose.
God dang it. Well, it worked. And I'll never fall for it again. Yeah, I don't know. I couldn't, because I thought for sure maybe it was the scene where they ramp.
Oh, no, that was fun.
God.
That was fun. Yeah.
Okay. Why don't you just tell me what your least favorite scene is?
So this was not only my least favorite scene, but it was also my wife and my sister's least favorite scene who was watching it with me. But they're saving the people out of the elevator. And at one point, I think it's Jack. He grabs this lady and her dress goes up and it shows her bare butt. That was so unnecessarily.
I agree.
Simultaneously, all three of us on the couch went, why?
So question, do you think it was on purpose?
I mean,
I don't think it was on purpose.
But why leave it in though? Like, even if it wasn't on purpose, why would you leave that in the movie?
Yeah. I think it was
'Cause it was
I think it was
obvious.
the 90s, bro. And first of all, before you guys
So?
are like, wait a second, John. I didn't make it. Okay. I didn't edit it.
Why are you excusing it though?
Well, I just don't think they thought through that.
Like, clearly.
Well, but I'm just saying, like, and I'm not, I swear to God, I'm not trying to defend the scene. I agree with you. I did notice that part, and I'm like, that seems unnecessary.
It was very unnecessary.
But I also thought, like, maybe they're trying to show, like, that's what it would be like if you were stuck in an elevator and you were being pulled out.
I had the same feeling too.
Of
Honestly.
what I said?
Yeah, kind of like it felt very realistic, and especially when you go down the movie, like all the acting looks so realistic when Sandra Bullock is panicking because she just saw someone getting bombed. It was just so realistic, and so I tied all of that together. So in the frantic moment of trying to get rescued from an elevator, and then just your skirt will just get pulled up, pants will fall down, shoes will get off.
But it wasn't done in a comedic way though.
I don't.
Sure.
Yeah, I don't think it was supposed to be funny.
I don't think so either, but like it was still completely unnecessary though.
Dude, I'm with you on this.
Okay.
I just don't think that was, I think the checklist of like what goes in a movie now is different than, so they probably said it like, oh,
we're missing the bare butt scene.
I'm just saying they probably were like, oh, shoot. You know what I'm saying?
Well, anyways, I gotta dock the movie for it.
Okay,
so.
that's fine. If that was your least favorite scene, I will freaking take it. All right. So,
yeah. What's up?
if you're about to guess my least favorite scene,
Yeah.
I want you to guess what my least favorite scene was as like a 12-year-old kid watching this movie. So not as an adult 42-year-old.
Okay, so I'm guessing a young John watching it.
Yes.
What your least favorite scene
And I'm going to give you a hint.
Mm-hmm.
It's post the line. Yeah, well, at least I'm taller. That was Nick Cage. I feel like that
was Nick Cage-esque for
I'm
sure.
going to steal the Declaration.
Nice. I think as a young kid, you just didn't give a toot when they were talking about how much they loved each other.
That's really close.
Oh, really? Dang, what was it?
So it's this. Dude, okay. Are you guys ready?
Yeah.
Because this whole movie, people are getting blown up, run over buses.
Mm-hmm.
Guy just gets decapitated. As a 12-year-old kid watching this movie, when they're laying in the subway.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, but it's a specific line.
Oh, okay.
Where Keanu Reeves does a callback moment where he's like, I heard that
relationships don't last based off of experiences like this.
And then she goes, well, then I guess we're just going to have to base it off the sex.
Yeah, that's the scene I was guessing.
Okay,
yeah.
yeah. You got it. So it's just it's
hilarious.
so funny because like as a kid, you're watching just this everybody getting mutilated this whole movie.
Yeah.
It's intense, and then like, yeah. They like each other.
They can say that word.
Yeah. Anyways,
that's fair.
Nailed it.
Did you Did you have any least favorite scenes as a 40-year-old?
No.
No.
I don't think so.
That's fair.
I mean, because like the thing about picking apart movies, and I understand why people do it, but like you pick apart one thing, and then you have to pick apart like everything else, and that's just not why we go to the movies.
Sure, that's fair.
So like, even you saying like, oh, the underwear scene, like that's kind of a problem. I agree with you. I mean, I get where you're coming from. I agree with you. But like outside of that, I don't know what I would dislike about the movie.
Yeah, that's fair. I did have one like clarifying question. You might
Yeah.
be able to make more sense of this. So at one point during the movie, we find out that the bomber has a direct camera line into the bus so he can watch them, like what they're actually doing inside of the bus.
Yeah.
So Jack finds that out and he works with the news people to make kind of like a fake repeating video line of them just kind of sitting in the bus. But if that was the bomber's direct feed, how was the newscast people able to switch what he was watching in the bomber's room?
I think they clarified it as like a UHF signal, which is like a broadcast signal.
Okay.
So it was broadcasting that feed to his
Got it.
weird lair.
Yeah.
His weird,
It's like an apartment complex almost.
but it was weird because at one point he gets up from his desk to use like a stall bathroom,
Yeah.
which homie was not washing his hands.
No, there's no way.
Yeah. I guess if you're not worried about hygiene, I guess, if you're blowing people up.
Yeah. No, the only other thing that I had a problem with, and it's one very specific piece of dialogue, and this is going to be a comparison. If this has somehow been made before, I'm going to call BS.
Okay.
But I'm going to compare Speed to TMNT. So, back when we were reviewing TMNT, at one point I had a problem with Leonardo going, "Come to daddy." That was a weird use of the word daddy.
It meant something different back then.
But in his defense, and I'll retract it a tiny bit, he had some aura when he said that word.
Yes.
I think now Speed takes the cake for the worst use of the word daddy, because the bomber goes, "Don't F with daddy," right before he clicks the bomb button.
See, I think that there's a generational translation issue here with the word daddy.
I'll admit that, but man, did that sound goofy.
Like, because when we watched TMNT, my issue wasn't, your issue was with the line, "Come to daddy."
Mm-hmm.
My issue was with, he said that and then didn't do anything.
Sure.
My issue wasn't with the line. It was just the fact that it was like this epic, I have 17 swords, I'm going to do something, and then did nothing.
Sure. That's fair.
So in this movie, I'm like, oh, this does actually have a little bit of a TMNT. Daddy has like, so like, but maybe to clarify, when you hear the words "come to daddy," where does your mind go?
Straight to the gutter.
Okay. So daddy is not somebody that's in charge.
All right, we're going way too far. We're going farther than I wanted to.
Mom, turn off the pod.
Anyways, I thought that was a goofy use of the word.
Yeah.
But that might just be a me generation thing.
I agree.
Okay.
Yep. I mean, but can we just like look at this big picture for a second?
Mm-hmm.
For your only issue in things that have not aged well, for that to be the word daddy is a freaking slam dunk. You know what I'm saying?
Sure. Yeah.
Because like watching Lethal Weapon, it's like there's racial slurs in this movie.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you can't argue with that.
You can't argue with that.
But like, daddy?
I'll give you that one. Give you that one.
Dude, daddy meant something different back then.
Hey, let us know if daddy meant something different back then.
Guys, honestly, if you ever make a comment on a video, it has to be about what you think the word daddy means. Okay? Keep it PG. Let us know.
That was beautiful.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's all the notes I had down for least favorite stuff.
Yeah.
I also agreed with we'll have to base it off of sex. That felt a little eh.
Yeah.
It was okay.
I mean,
It was okay.
yeah. I mean,
I've heard worse lines.
I think in the spirit of the movie trying to have like funny comedic moments between characters, I understood.
Sure.
And watching it as an adult, I'm like, good for you.
Good for you, Sandra Bullock.
Good for you.
Good for you.
Also, I don't see a world where I would even remotely be thinking about that if I had gone through all of those events.
Right. Right.
So,
no, that's fair.
anyways.
I'm curious your thoughts. This is I'm on the fence about this, so you could sway me either way.
Yep.
But I felt like before they get into the airport, like it is nonstop action. And I feel like the action kind of lowers a little bit once they get into the airport, just because
Yes.
I know that they're just going in a big circle.
Mhm.
That kind of like slowed the momentum down for me, like literally and metaphorically in the
Yeah.
movie, I feel like. What
Yeah.
are your thoughts on that?
I would agree, but I think it's more of it's out of the adrenaline phase and it's more into the like the problem solving
Sure.
phase, which is a different tone.
Yeah.
But you can also tell that this is definitely a pre 9/11 movie
Mm-hmm.
because
Letting a bus go straight into
just bust straight into the airport, doing donuts, and then they're putting none of the planes away.
yeah, drives straight into the plane at the end of the sequence. I was like,
Again,
I hope there's nobody on that plane.
I swear, if we clip this, it's so important to know that I think this movie's awesome. Okay. So when I say that they're not putting the planes away, I'm not nitpicking. I'm loving. Okay.
He's so mad.
I'm so mad. Well, it's like, all the movies, by and large, no matter what the score has been, I've loved watching each and every one. So this whole experience has been really fun. Like experiencing the movies that you guys grew up on that I just completely missed the radar.
Mhm.
And then likewise. So like I'm like having a fun time. But
Yeah.
you also like pre 9/11 is
That's just how it would have been.
It's just a different world, man.
For sure. No, I
So-
agree.
Anyways, so should we hear some fun facts from Tabby and get into our final score?
I think it's time.
Okay, so the director of the film, John DeBont, insisted that Keanu Reeves gets a sensible haircut to like represent a 20th century cop. And so he got a buzz cut, and when the executives saw him with a buzz cut, they almost threatened to postpone shooting the film.
Oh, really?
Yeah, until his hair
Whoa.
grows back.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm glad. Yeah.
Because in Point Blank,
Uh-huh.
which I think that's the movie that pretty much made him a star,
Mm-hmm.
I'd have to double check that.
Mm-hmm.
Please don't tear me apart in the comments. He had longer hair and it
Mhm.
was like a surfer movie,
Yeah,
and he has more kind of like that surfer cadence.
yeah.
Sure.
So that kind of makes sense.
Yeah. Okay, speaking of Point Blank, that's the movie that inspired John to want to cast him as Jack for this movie because he, quote unquote, said he does not look threatening to men. He's not bulky, so he's not threatening to men. And
Dude,
he
I
looks
thought he looked good.
yeah, what a
And he looks
backhanded
good.
compliment.
And he looks good, so women like that.
Mm.
Wow.
So-
He saved himself.
That's what he said.
Ladies, what's the ideal body type in a man that you're looking for? Let us know in the comments. Does Keanu Reeves from 1994
Is he him?
check any of the boxes?
Well, Sandra Bullock had to learn how to drive a bus for this film, and she passed the
Class
test.
C license.
Class C license.
Wow.
Yeah, she passed the test on her first attempt. Also, they used 10 buses for this film, and all the buses had 2 steering wheels, one for Sandra and one for the stunt person. And most of the times, the extra steering wheel was at the roof of the bus.
Interesting.
That's
Yeah.
so cool.
That's
Yeah.
we'll have to see if we can find some BTS.
Okay, we'll
stuff
throw
like
it
that.
up here.
Yeah.
Yeah. The film ran out of money mid-filming, and so when they were doing the test screening, the railway scenes were all like in animation, but the audiences loved it so much the studio raised money for production.
Wow. I
Yeah.
feel like anytime you hear a movie has ran out of money mid production,
Yeah,
that usually means it's a bad movie. Wow.
yeah.
That's awesome.
So there are a lot of improvised scenes in this movie. One of them was Keanu breaking the glass when he's trying to attempt to get into the bus.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, and they decided to just leave it in there. Like, oh yeah, that looks
That was a
really
good bit.
good.
I'm glad they left that
Yeah,
Yeah.
because it was very aggressive.
in.
So
Mhm.
aggressive. And Sandra also doing the stunt with the chewing gum. That was also improvised.
Also, what a great way to get away from somebody you
Yeah.
don't want to sit in front of.
Uh-huh.
That was
Yes,
so
I did actually
clever.
make a note of that. I'm like, that's brilliant.
Mhm.
Yeah. Keanu Reeves and Jeff Daniels trained with real SWAT personnel to perfect their movements.
Okay.
Nice.
And you should know Keanu Reeves, at some points, he did 90% of the stunts, and he was tethered to the bus in some of the scenes.
Dang.
Oh, okay.
What a beast.
Pretty sick.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's awesome. Tabby's fun facts.
Tabby's
Fun
fun
facts.
facts. Thank you, Tabby.
No sad facts.
No sad facts. All right, you ready, John? 3, 2, 1.
Let's
Wow.
go.
Okay.
A fire emoji.
Yeah, my final score is a 9 with a fire emoji.
And I ended at an 8.5.
You really had me going this morning.
Yeah, I wanted you to think going in that you're gonna have a rough time defending this
Oh
movie.
my gosh.
When I was watching this movie yesterday, when I finished it, when I was telling Brody my reviews of it, Brody quoted, so this is an RJW, which stands for a rare John Wynn. So good.
Isn't that amazing?
I'll take it.
A rare John Doe.
Yeah.
We're making that into a t-shirt for sure.
Yeah, so this is an awesome film.
Okay.
Yeah,
let's
good
go.
pick, John. Good
Yes. Okay, what was your favorite scene, Tabby?
Oh, you know what? It was a scene where he's trying to like get onto the bus. There's 2 parts where the guy's repeating, and there's a bomb on the bus. What? That part. And when Keanu Reeves asks, do you have insurance? Before he slams his car door onto the bus.
Yes.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Yes.
Yeah, shout out Toon Man.
Well, it was so fun because like the confidence.
Mhm.
That scene has so much aura.
Yeah.
Where he just skyrockets forward, opens it, bam.
Boom.
Yeah.
Yup.
God, that's so good. And the fact that that's your favorite scene,
Mhm.
you just got promoted. I was ready to fire everybody. They brought up physics. And then everybody's getting a promotion.
Hey, let's go.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Matthew, what do you got for us next week?
All right, next movie. So I feel like this was definitely more in Keanu Reeves and Sandra Bullock's earlier in their career. So next up, we're going to watch The Game Plan with Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. And this was definitely earlier in his career. John's losing his mind over there.
Oh, man. It's funny because honestly, okay, say what you're going to say.
No, I think it'll be a fun rewatch.
Okay, but I know that we'll talk about it in the next episode as well, but where were you when this movie came out? How old were you? What was young Matthew going through when the game plan came out?
I was like 6 years old, so.
Okay. So that means what year would that movie have come out?
2007.
Because I was a huge WWE wrestling fan. I've been to the events.
Wow, I did not know that.
So I never went to one where The Rock was at, but I've seen like John Cena.
You've seen John Cena live?
Can't see me.
I'm so jealous right now.
It's so, yeah. I think I have clips on my phone actually. Yeah.
I've never been more jealous.
So
in my
I've
life.
always been on board and I followed everything The Rock did in his early career. So I don't know if you saw like Walking Tall or The Rundown.
No, I haven't.
Okay.
I know he's in The Mummy 2 though.
Yes. So, and then also like the spinoff, which was Scorpion King.
Yes.
So he started off with the Mummy, Scorpion King. So he started this action adventure stuff, and I'm like, hell yes, I'm in.
Uh-huh.
And then in my life, the game plan comes out, and I'm like, why the hell would I see this?
Yeah, I think
But now, so you were 6.
Mhm.
So now I'm in a spot where I'm going to watch it, and I can watch it with my 8-year-old.
Yes.
So I'm like, this is probably going to be a good
Yeah,
time.
I think honestly that's how I was introduced to Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. I'm not gonna lie.
So when everybody's just ripping him online of like, oh, he only does jungle movies, you're like, he did the Tooth Fairy.
He did the
too.
Tooth Fairy.
That was his first thing.
And The Game Plan. Which the Tooth Fairy is definitely on the list too, by the way.
Okay. Yeah.
So yeah, if you haven't watched The Game Plan yet, make sure to watch it before the next episode. Man, this has been a good time.
Good time. All right. Well, until next time, it's been a real pain.
been a real pain.
Bye.
This episode was brought to you by Storyline Multimedia, and special thanks to Matthew Purcell for making and producing our theme song.